Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our love tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like a movie, my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. No contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. You, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. Quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. All the years they would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. Call you up, how you been? Can we play a rewind? Yeah, those are the guys you choose. They don't care, no, like I do. I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you for so long, and it's killing me to see you there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you, coming like a wrecking ball, crying on me, saying how they make you feel so small. When the rain couldn't get any clearer, I'm the one holding up all your mirrors, baby. Hurry up, back to me, why'd you ever move on, yeah. Yeah, you're making me confused. I'm the one that you should choose. I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hey, crazy chicken lady. Good to see you. Bop, 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 bop. Good to see you. Hey, Dace. Good to see you too. Thank you for stopping by. I don't want you to get in trouble, but thank you so much for stopping by. I haven't been live in a while, and I tried to last night because we switched carriers, and I wanted to see how it would do, and I got to tweak it. So when I went to share my screen, it wanted to bog down, so I'm doing something wrong. Oh, well, good. Yay, today's off. Good to see all you lovely people. So, I was over at Rabbits and said hello to some of you guys, and if I didn't, I was in the middle of washing dishes, and so I hope I said all my hellos. Take all this off because I don't think I'm gonna go on camera. After all, I just made me a Arnold Palmer. Do y'all know what that is? It's half lemonade, half sweet tea. And man, it's good. It is hotter than hell outside. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Content Cartel. All right. All right. Where's my tambourine? All right. So yeah, I'm drinking a little lemonade, a little iced tea. Got my picture of my porch up here, but it's hotter than hell. So I'm cleaning inside instead of cleaning outside, and I'm about to make lunch. I'm thinking about making BLTs. It's that kind of day to have a real good BLT with mayo, right? Drink some of that. All right, so switch to Verizon. Supposedly it's a good internet for content creators. I'm just trying to eliminate that lag that you see when sometimes I'm live and you go back and watch the replay and it looks like a really bad Japanese movie. The timing is way off, right? But anyway, did anybody watch the debate last night? What did you think of that? What in the world did y'all think of that debate? Yeah. It left me like this. I could not believe that man is supposedly running our country. So I wanted to ask you people before I go over Hot Card Deaths, which is the title of my live today. Hey, split pea soup. I love peas. I'm going to try a split pea soup one of these days. I've never made it, but I'm thinking it's like a cream of pea soup, which sounds delicious to me. When I was a little girl, I hated peas guts. I did. I won't deny it. And I was mean to them. I hid them under my mashed potatoes and swore up and down they had eaten. But they were hiding under my big lumps of chunks of potato. Mom knew. Even ketchup couldn't get me to eat them. But I love them now ever since I gave birth to my firstborn. I've loved peas. And I like those little balls of cabbage. What are they called? Brussels sprouts. I love any garden. I'm telling you, summertime is the best time for eating. I'm telling you, I love all vegetables. I think the only thing I won't eat is, weird animals, of course, that aren't the norm in the U.S. But also, I can't stand a lima bean. I hate a lima bean's guts. They were out to ruin my life. So I won't eat lima beans. Yeah, they caused a lot of friction and problems in my childhood. Let's just leave it at that. But I like fried chicken too, don't we, crazy chicken lady? Bop, bop. We love fried chicken over here, don't we, crazy chicken lady? And the chicken says it's okay. The chicken says it's okay. It's alright if we eat them. It says it's okay. Right, crazy chicken lady? We love us some chicken. She likes to raise them, and I like to eat them. I think she said she had never had a fried chicken. I was like, what? I don't think she's ever been down south, y'all. I don't think she's ever been down south. We have a new mod, by the way. I made a deal, negotiated with Lips, and told her if she could get me unblocked, if she could get me unblocked at Ernie's, that I would mod her. So she won a mod hat. Whenever you see Casey, say, way to go, Casey. By the way, she's got a lot of good content on Candace and all that went on with Summer. So, yeah, what the fuck shit began, right? I love Lips. What? You know what I remember about Lips? I remember us starting out around about the same time. She might have been, I don't know, maybe 6 months on me, 8 months on me. But was her energy, and she's always laughing, and I like people that are high energy and laughing and make things fun, you know? I like people that make things fun. If you take 2 cans of peas, drain one fully, and mush them up in a pan, and then the other can, drain halfway. 2 sticks of butter and boil them on a this sounds good. Boil away the water from the second can. Oh, God, I love peas and butter and salt. I'm telling you. Oh, you don't like peas? I do, man. It's an acquired taste. I hated their guts as a kid. And they say, you know, after you have a child, your taste buds change. Mine did. So now I like Brussels sprouts and I like peas. I was a lot more finicky as a kid. But as I've grown, I like that stuff, man. I guess it's an acquired taste. I don't know. I got a tablet as one of my wish list items for my birthday. And I was setting it up yesterday. Also, if you guys are familiar with Stiggy, do you guys know Stiggy? She's in Rose's community. She's a very sweet lady who has gotten hacked, and they used her image on Pornhub. And she wanted me to pass this along to you guys to be aware of that it is happening, that people are capturing our images and posting them to porn sites, I guess over an AI. And she wanted me to pass that on to you guys, and she's in litigation over it. So she is just a really nice lady over at Rose's. If you've ever seen Stiggy. Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Mine did after my last baby. Used to be able to drink Dr. Pepper a lot, and now nope, no Dr. I was addicted to Pepsi in a can. It even became an argument between my ex-husband and I back then. He was like, I don't think that you should be drinking this much Pepsi. I was like, give me my Pepsi, and everything will be fine. Bless his heart. He saw to it I got cases after that. And it was Pepsi and vanilla Pepsi I am addicted to. So I have to not buy those. I buy all other types of stuff. Though, like today I got this lemonade and tea and I'm mixing it. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Soda bloats me. Ever since I was little, soda really tears my stomach up. So I try to stay away from it and drink other stuff. Just need to add a little rum to that. Wow, aren't you good? I used to drink water when I was in sales. My career, before my nervous breakdown, I was extremely health conscious. You go back and look at photos where I was in ads and stuff for them. I went to the gym religiously, almost fanatically. I was working out almost fanatically. I do suffer from eating disorders, and I got to where I was not eating, and I got down to like 135. But I was very toned and very in fit because I was, having to carry My luggage from airport to airport, shuttle to shuttle, location to location, and like it or not, when you're in high heels, you get in shape. Anyway, so I miss being in shape. I look at my body now and I'm like, I can't believe I've let myself get like this after being so fanatical about it in my 20s. But, such is life. Then life happens and priorities change, right? We put our children and family before us and animals before us, and we let ourselves go, right? So even now, I do feel guilty when I splurge on myself or get myself something. I do sort of feel like it is the mother's job to sacrifice for the children, and fathers. I think fathers should also sacrifice for the children. And I don't think that that sacrifice should ever stop just because they age out. I gladly gave up my master bedroom to my grandson so that he's comfortable because I've already been through my 20s and my mom did that for me. So I think that that's sort of the sacrifice we make to have our children close to us and safe and know that they're okay. And I'm glad. Hell yeah, come on, man. And we just entertained my sister who was here, and she was on the couch, and we were in the dining room, and my kids are in both their bedrooms, and it's like, isn't that kind of how we were raised in the South anyway? I mean, who eats in a dining room? I've turned it into a studio and a bedroom. So, why not, right? I'd rather have my kids close by than my house tidy. Priorities change as you get older, you know? You heard flying is very drying on the skin. All I know is it kept my body in shape because I was in dress clothes all the time. So I was in high heels and support pantyhose, and the bending and lifting my suitcase and my laptop and all of my gear when I would go. And sometimes we traveled with our the whole damn fucking what do you call it when you go to a trade show? The whole thing, when you got to put it together. Our booth. We traveled with the booth. It was a pain in the fucking ass, man. I'm telling you what, but it kept me in shape. And I was the only female sales rep that company has ever had, even since me. I'm the only female sales rep they've ever had. And I was the top sales rep. Yep. They gave me an award and everything. An award. It's 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 an award, a major award, fragile. It wasn't a lamp with a leg stuck to it, but they gave me an award. Love you too. Oh, they gave these die-cast cars to us at Christmas time, and it's like, is this something like worth something? This is my Christmas bonus. It's like I thought I would get, I don't know, when you're in sales, you think you hear all these people, oh, we won a trip to Cancun. I never won any shit like that. I got a die-cast car. It's like, is this worth anything? Anybody? What? Why is this a good thing that you're giving me this? I got lost. Hey Kim, good to see you. Hey Kim, good to see you. I was just thinking about Ohio the other day. Someone asked me what Cleveland was like, and I bet it has changed a lot since I was there. Is the stadium still right off the highway there, Kim? The Cleveland Brown Stadium, is it still there right off the highway and it says Cleveland across it? Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. That was a good show. I loved that show. Did you like that show, Drew Carey? I liked that show. He was always a nice guy, wasn't he? Ohio is flat. Yes, it is. I remember the stadium was impressive right off the highway. It reminded me of like when you're going down the highway in New York, and it swings out by the Yankee Stadium. That's what it reminded me of. How you can see the ball field right by the highway, the Yankee Stadium. It's real similar. All right, I'm going to show y'all this story about. I did have a rhyme and reason to my show because I want to bring this up, y'all. I know it ain't about the drama happening in the streets, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me for not covering the drama. But there are other things that are more pressing that are happening right now in our community that I think need to be addressed. And let me go to my history here. Hot car deaths. Where I live, I'm in North Carolina, as you all know. Where I live, yesterday, an 8-year-old girl died in a hot car. 8-year-old. An 8-year-old little girl died in a hot car death in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we're going to talk about that. Let me back this up right here and share the screen. I'm thinking this is no longer an accident. 8 years old.
Is facing charges after leaving her 8-year-old daughter in a hot vehicle while the mom worked inside a Charlotte Amazon facility. Now, charges against 36-year-old Ashley Stallings include involuntary manslaughter and child abuse.
And safety advocates now say that this is the 5th U.S. child death in a hot car this year. Queen City News reporter Shakira Speaks spoke with a South Carolina coroner tonight who says these kinds of cases are all too common.
Charlotte police say this Napa Auto Parts store on Wilkinson Boulevard is where authorities were called about an 8-year-old girl in critical condition. Police arrived just before 6:30 Wednesday night, and although she went to the hospital, she later died.
Whether it's a baby, whether it's a small child, whether it's a vulnerable adult, the temperature heats up faster than you think.
36-year-old Ashley Stallings allegedly left her 8-year-old daughter in her car while she went to work at an Amazon distribution facility on Tuckasegee Road during what meteorologists say was the hottest day of the year. Charlotte reached a high of 99 degrees. Police say the girl suffered cardiac arrest while sitting in the car. Stallings then drove her daughter east on Wilkinson Boulevard, stopping at Napa Auto Parts store where police and paramedics responded.
The body temperature rises to the point where they often will end up with nausea, vomiting, disorientation, seizure-like activity, and sometimes full-on seizures, even in people who aren't diagnosed with seizures. And then all of a sudden, their body just starts to break down because it cannot handle those sustained temperatures above 105 degrees.
The National Safety Council says on average, 37 children under the age of 15 die each year from heat stroke after being left in a vehicle. And nearly every state has experienced at least one death since 1998. In both 2018 and 2019, a record number of 53 children died after being left in a hot vehicle. And according to Kids and Car Safety, this is at least the 5th child to die in a hot car nationwide this year and the 1st in North Carolina. Richland County, South Carolina coroner Nada Rutherford says even if the car is left running, drivers could become distracted while inside a business.
It is hard to be a parent, and maybe you've gotten off from work, maybe you don't have childcare, maybe, you just feel like you can run in the store for a quick second. But here's what I tell people: while it may be difficult to take that child in and out of the car seat, in and out of the seatbelt, it is much harder to bury them.
Police arrested Stallings, who was charged with involuntary manslaughter and child abuse by willful act causing serious injury. She is being held on a $250,000 bond. Reporting in West Charlotte, Shakira Speaks, Queen City News.
So she purposely left her there to babysit. The hot car was a babysitter. And that's not the only time that we've heard of things like that happening. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I myself, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use my platform to cover things that are pertinent to me. When I was in my youth and I was a single struggling mother, they make it hell on you. I'm telling you. They sweat you over every minute you're late and every minute you're gone because the child is sick. And then they guilt you when you decide to be a stay-at-home mom. You can't win. So I understand there's definitely a social need for daycare. If we're going to be in a society where the economy demands there be dual income, and parents are away and the child is latchkey, there needs to be also affordable daycare and jobs that are job sharing. Like back in the late 70s, early 80s, there was job sharing. So if you did have to leave to take care of your child, you could come back and pick up a different shift and not miss your work. You would just trade your shift with someone else. That's a thing. Obstacles that should have been, ironed out decades ago, in my opinion. If you're going to demand women work in society, you got to make it, realistic, and have realistic expectations on your single parents, male and female. So, what was I was gonna share with you this, I believe she was, hang on one second. Okay, here's one where we're going to watch a couple of these here. This one is from 5 years ago.
Authorities just arresting a mother whose child died in a hot car. Investigators charging Cami Lee Moyer with murder and neglect. Keaton O'Callaghan's father actually found the little boy back in August. We don't know how long the baby was left alone in that vehicle, but his mother, Moyer, was supposed to be taking care of him.
And then there's this guy who they overturned the conviction of. Let's see, where is that story at? Justin Ross, hot car baby death. Yeah, his conviction was overturned 3 hours ago. She's facing.
Why didn't no one tell North Carolina driver?
Hold on one second. I'll get through this commercial here. And
We are following breaking news out of West Charlotte on criminal charges after a child's hot car death. Police tell us it happened around 6:30 last night. They say 36-year-old Ashley Stallings left her 8-year-old daughter inside her car while Stallings was working at the Amazon distribution center on 8000 Tuckasegee Road. Stallings left Amazon with her daughter, stopping at a Napa Auto Parts store on Wilkinson Boulevard for help. Officers responded to a call for help from medic and found the child suffering inside the vehicle. That young girl died at the hospital. Now, police arrested Stallings, charging her with involuntary manslaughter and child abuse. She is being held at the Mecklenburg County Detention Center. Temps reached 99 degrees yesterday. Medic says they received 11 heat-related calls.
You're watching Eyewitness News. At 10 and developing tonight, that eight-year-old girl died and her mother's in jail now. She was left in a car on the hottest day so far of the year. I'm Scott Wickersham.
And I'm Erica Bryant. This is a tragic case, and one advocate says this is happening more and more often, unfortunately. Today, Channel 9's veteran crime reporter Glenn Counts learned more about how this little girl lost her life. Glenn is joining us now live from the jail in Uptown Charlotte.
Well, Erica, as you mentioned, that mother is here in jail. She is charged with involuntary manslaughter and neglect, which is the system's way of saying she should have known better. Police say 36-year-old Ashley Stallings worked for Amazon at the Tuckasegee Road facility near the airport. She reported to work around 3 p.m. and allegedly left her 8-year-old daughter in the car for 3.5 hours, which experts say is more than enough time to do harm.
We've seen the number increase, and with temperatures being so hot, we're just very concerned that this is going to be an absolutely tragic summer.
Amber Rollins is the director of Kids in Car Safety, a group that fights for awareness and added car safety measures to reduce these tragedies.
You know, when something like this happens, you can't go backwards. And so the best thing that we can do right now is to raise awareness.
Police say that yesterday around 6:30, Stallings was driving down Wilkinson when her daughter went into cardiac arrest. She stopped at the auto parts store to get help. Medic and police took her to the hospital, but unfortunately, she passed away.
It's one of the biggest fears you have as a mother.
Danielle Harmon is a mother. Her son Zion is 3. She was devastated to hear about this tragedy and believes it was preventable.
You know, not having childcare is hard, but it's not worth, you know, leaving your child completely by themselves. It doesn't make sense.
Now, we did reach out to Amazon, and the company released this statement. This is an incredibly tragic incident. During this difficult time, we are supporting our employees and have made counseling resources widely available. We are also working with CMPD. Reporting live from the Mecklenburg County Jail, Glenn Counts, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Glenn, thank you. And now we're bringing in our Chief Meteorologist, John Ahrens. John, yesterday you talked to us about the temperatures across our area, some points going up to 100 degrees across the Charlotte area. And again, we're talking about a child left in a car during the hottest part of the day, like 3 to 6 in the evening.
It was right at 3 o'clock, Erica, when that temperature hit 98, and then it went to 99 within that hour. And every time, especially when you consider the sunlight and the transmissivity of the windshield, going in and then getting absorbed by the car seat, right? So what's happening there is you're seeing the temperatures jumping up an hour, I would say every minute, 1 degree or close to 1 degree. So this is what you end up with over several minutes, over an hour. Follow that graph there when your air temperature is like at 95, which is what it was yesterday. Over an hour's time, that's what it feels like inside the car. That's your actual air temperature inside the car, 138 degrees. And then, as we're told, it was longer than an hour, so the thermometer just kept going.
She was in there longer than an hour.
Thank you, John. And it is important to know that children overheat much more quickly than adults. This information, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. Earlier this week, a doctor from Levine Children's Hospital told us that faster metabolisms and less developed sweat glands mean that children cannot regulate their body temperatures as well as we can as adults. And when it gets this hot outside, they need much more water than we
right?
think
I
they
don't
do.
know. That's an interesting question. I wondered that too. Could she have been disabled? I don't know. And they said that she was only in there for what, an hour or so? Mom had to go to work, and at the Amazon location on Tuckasegee in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, ironically, in the state of North Carolina, it is legal to leave your child alone at 8. So she would have been better off leaving her at home. You know what I mean? Don't do that, but, you know, at least the child would have been in AC, right? Why did you even bring her with you? She would have been better off at home making her a cheese sandwich. I did pretty good on my own at 8. How about you guys? Okay, we're going to cover one more. Share screen. Not just people.
2 people facing charges after police say they left their pets in a hot car, resulting in the death of a dog. Hannah Foreman's got the disturbing details and a timely reminder about keeping pets safe in the heat.
According to court records, a pit bull, the dog that died, along with a German shepherd and a cat, were left inside an unattended car for 3 hours at the In-Town Suites Hotel on West 85th Street.
Officers were dispatched to a local hotel on the report of 2 dogs and a cat being left in a vehicle with the windows only cracked and the vehicle not running. Unfortunately, one of the dogs that was left in the vehicle did pass away from the heat.
53-year-old Charles Thomas and 74-year-old Norma Light are now facing charges of animal cruelty.
I cannot imagine what those dogs went through between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., the hottest hours of the day, being stuck inside that vehicle.
The hotel's manager says they knew the animals were trapped because the German shepherd was honking the horn.
These animals were in a locked vehicle for over 3 hours with no water, the windows only cracked, trying to get out. At one point, one of the dogs was even honking the horn on the car, attempting to get the attention of somebody for help.
Unfortunately, this isn't an isolated incident.
We've seen dogs that are emaciated, chained in the sun. Another dog left outside chained with no water in the sun.
Animal advocates say it's not only cruel, but also illegal. Going forward, the hope is more pet owners will be mindful of their furry friends in this near record-breaking heat wave.
Yeah, so yeah, the pets too, right? Why are you taking them with you is what I want to know. Why are you taking them with you? Leave them at home in the AC. Why are you taking them with you? You know? Just a week ago. So this one's in Houston. Y'all, I know how Houston gets hot.
Investigative team is always looking into public records to see what's happening in our communities. Today, our Robert Arnold uncovered a search warrant connected to the death of a pet in a hot car.
It really is a painful reminder of what can happen when a person or pet is left locked inside of a hot car.
Full disclosure, this is as much a PSA as it is a news story. We were going through this search warrant from HPD, and they were investigating the death of a dog found in the back seat of a car at an extended stay motel off the Beltway near Westheimer. It was hot outside, beginning of June, and the dog was closed in by itself. So police got a search warrant because the owner is now facing possible animal cruelty charges. So I thought we'd take the time to remind you again, please do not leave your pets inside the car in these temperatures. People who have dogs at this dog park certainly know that.
Especially when I go to the grocery store, things like that, I see people leave their dogs in the car. They just have the window maybe cracked a little bit and things like that. If I have to go to the grocery store, I never even take him anymore. When he was like, when I first got him at 9 weeks, I used to bring him inside the grocery store, but now I just leave him at home. You know, if I have to make a certain amount of errands, that he can't go into the store with me.
And I know you've seen this before, but the inside of a vehicle can get really hot really fast. We shut our car off at about 9 minutes ago, and we're already up to about 95 degrees inside the vehicle, and it's only 89 degrees outside. So please, just don't do it. Reporting from Southwest Houston, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.
Just leave your animals at home, right? Can't hear that.
Of a 4-year-old miniature pin.
See, we're gonna back that up.
You know, we get these calls a lot.
3 dogs were left in vehicles during the day Sunday, leading to the death of a 4-year-old miniature pinscher.
Dog was left in the, and it said he fell asleep.
The dog owner, 22-year-old Charles Sutton, is facing an animal abuse charge along with possession of heroin.
We suspect that could be a contributor.
Last year, Medford police responded to 90 calls of dogs and cars. So far this year, 36, according to the American Veterinarian Medical Association.
That's awful. See, that's where I say you just should leave them at home. Let them stay in the air conditioning, right? You agree? The next day, she had a cat, Saint, and a Chihuahua in that car. Oh, Lord. Even if you don't have air conditioning in your house, your pets will survive. They will not. In a small enclosed, there's nowhere for them to escape. They can't run under a tree or under the house. Yeah, I don't get these fanatics that want to take their dog everywhere with them. Another thing, ladies and men, if your baby is squalling, they're done shopping. Okay? If your youngin' is squalling, not crying, squalling, they're done looking at clothes at the Belks. Okay? It's time to go ahead and go on home now. Alright? It's selfish to take your children shopping like that. It's torture. What are you doing? Are you going somewhere fancy that you've got to shop right then, right there? If your child is squalling, it's time to pack up and go on home. A lady who lived right by me left her dog in her car and it went to heaven because she left it. That's so sad. Even though Woody goes everywhere with me, on hot days, he stays home. Be like Crazy Chicken Lady. He makes himself sick when I leave. Aww. Yeah, I hate to be out shopping and they're literally squalling. Not just, they're squalling. You're not teaching them anything other than you're selfish. So it's time to pack up and go home. Hey, White Rabbit, good to see you. Hey. What does he do? You're in the car with the AC on. Yeah. And even if you're not gone long, I don't understand why would you want to leave them in the car where they can get stolen? I've seen fancy dogs get stolen and be in the paper and the news. I love Subway too. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make chicken sandwiches or BLTs for lunch. Or I might make hot dogs. I don't know. Can't make up my mind. I don't like to cook a whole lot when it's hot outside. And it is hot here, y'all. So, I didn't make my bacon this morning, so maybe I'll make everybody BLTs. My grandson had a flat tire, so my husband's going to help him switch out his tire. And I thought I would go live since I was finished with my chores and talk about hot car deaths. You're getting tired of everyone taking all their animals in a store. They bring them in a restaurant and bar here. Yeah, they'll bring their dogs in a bar here. There's a couple of microbreweries where animals are allowed, or their bearded dragon on a leash. She brings her pig. That's so funny. We had a pet pig for a while, and a domesticated pig that's never been in mud smells like maple syrup. So every morning we wanted bacon and pancakes, and she would come in there and nudge my husband, and he would be there making a thing of bacon. I said, look, honey, she knows the pigs in the house. I have to go. People will be putting you in my ears so I can take y'all with me. Okay, bye. Have a good one. Yeah, I love Subway. Yeah, I like sandwiches. You'll need to try Subway Sidekickers 12-inch pepperoni and trees, $3. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to run and refill my drink here. So I added bacon to y'all's emoji, those that's a member, just 'cause I like bacon. So enjoy. And what else was I going to share with you, my lovelies? I guess that was it. I just wanted to go over those hot car deaths and remind people not to leave their... Yeah, there's Debbie. Yeah, it replaced the cough drops. So I haven't really been hearing any scratchy voices in a while. So I replaced the cough drops and throat lozenges with bacon. I figured everybody likes bacon. Let's see, what else was I I'm going to let y'all talk for a second while I go run and get me a drink. So y'all hold on a minute. And well, I guess I can play a song. I'm going to run and refill my drink, so I'll play this video for you.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm a nobody. I'm a loser. I'm a bum. I'm a bozo. I'm neither here nor there and all that jazz.
God, you people are fucking retarded.
What's happening, hot stuff?
So much to the poltergeist. Trying to hold on to love, but it's frosting nice time. Much but a light from a falling sky. Fly to the forces above us like. Keep holding on to this present time. Inspired by the ones that were left behind us. We fell for the light of a foreign sky. Flying to the forces above this life.
Okay, I'm back. Had to refill my drink. Oh, Days, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're like, what's happening to hot stuff? Like that. Yes, no more cough drops. They are now bacon strips. Yeah, she's funny, isn't she, Bird? Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Days. That's fantastic. I appreciate that. I love it when we're supporting each other. It's fantastic. So, what else was that I was gonna... Did y'all want to talk about your opinion of what happened last night on the debate between Obama, and that right, Biden and Trump? What did y'all think of that? I have been seeing people say that Jill should be charged with elder abuse. Do y'all agree? Elder abuse? He's suffering from dementia is what they're saying. You're losing your internet? I'm sorry. I thought it was pretty interesting. Jill should be charged with elder abuse. That's what they're saying. Let's go with them. Okay, let's do this one.
Great to be here. Thank you.
And please welcome the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Stay safe, crazy chicken lady.
President Trump, we will get to immigration later in this block. President
Jill
Biden,
is
I
Joe
want to give you an
Biden's,
opportunity to respond to
wife.
this question about the national debt.
He had the largest national debt of any president in a 4-year period, number one. Number two, he got $2 trillion tax cut, benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security. These millions and millions of people coming in, they're trying to put them on Social Security. He will wipe out Social Security. He will wipe out Medicare. So he was right in the way he finished that sentence. And it's a shame. What's happened to our country in the last 4 years is not to be believed. Foreign countries, I'm friends with a lot of people, they cannot believe what happened to the United States of America. We're no longer respected. They don't like us. We give them everything they want, and they think we're stupid. They think we're very stupid people. What we're doing for other countries, and they do nothing for us. What this man has done is absolutely criminal.
President Trump, staying on the topic of immigration, you've said that you're going to carry out, quote, the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, unquote. Does that mean that you will deport every undocumented immigrant in America, including those who have jobs, including those whose spouses are citizens, and including those who have lived here for decades? And if so, how will you do it?
Just 1 second. He said we killed 3 people. The people we killed are al-Baghdadi and Soleimani, the 2 greatest terrorists, biggest terrorists anywhere in the world. And it had a huge impact on everything, not just border, on everything. He's the one that killed people with the bad water, including hundreds of thousands of people dying and also killing our citizens when they come in. We are living right now in a rat's nest. They're killing our people in New York, in California, in every state in the union, because we don't have borders anymore. Every state is now a border. And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen. We call it migrant crime. I call it Biden migrant crime. They're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen before. And you're reading it like these 3 incredible young girls over the last few days. One of them, I just spoke to the mother, and he just had the funeral for this girl, 12 years old. This is horrible what's taken place. What's taken place in our country, we're literally an uncivilized country now. He doesn't want it to be. He just doesn't know. He opened the borders. Nobody's ever seen anything like. And we have to get a lot of these people out, and we have to get them out fast because they're going to destroy our country. Just take a look at where they're living. They're living in luxury hotels in New York City and other places. Our veterans are on the street. They're dying because he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the military at all, and he doesn't care about our veterans. Nobody been worse. I had the highest approval rating for veterans taking care of the VA. He has the worst. He's gotten rid of all the things that I approved, choice that I got through Congress, all of the different things I approved, they abandoned. We had by far the highest, and now it's down in less than half because he's done all these great things that we did, and I think he did it just because I approved it, which is crazy. But he has killed so many people at our border by allowing all of these people to come in. And it's a very sad day in America.
President Biden, you have the mic.
Every single thing he said is a lie. Every single one. For example, veterans are a hell of a lot better off since I passed the PACT Act. 1 million of them now have insurance, and their families have it. Their families have it because what happened, whether it was Agent Orange or burn pits, they're all being covered now. And his group opposed that. We're also in a situation where we have great respect for veterans. My son spent a year in Iraq, living right next to one of those burn pits, came back with stage 4 glioblastoma. I was recently in France for D-Day, and I spoke all about those heroes that died. I went to the World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
President Trump?
First of all, that was a made-up quote, suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. We had 19 people that said I didn't say it. And think of this. Who would say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our veterans? Because nobody's taken better care. I'm so glad this came up and he brought it up. There's nobody that's taken better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would, in front of generals and others, say suckers and losers. We have 19 people that said it was never said by me. It was made up by him, just like Russia was made up, just like the 51 intelligence agents are made up. Just like the new thing with the 16 economists are talking, it's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop was Russia disinformation. It wasn't. That came from his son, Hunter. It wasn't Russia disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
4-star general standing to your side who was on your staff who said you said it, period. That's number one. And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And they now are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have as a country is to care for our veterans when they come home and their families and equip them when they go to war. That's what we're doing. That's what the VA is doing now. They're doing more for veterans than ever before in our history.
All right, thank you so much.
Let's move to the topic of foreign policy. I want to begin with Russia's war against Ukraine, which is now in its third year. Former President Trump, Russian President Vladimir Putin says he'll only end this war if Russia keeps the Ukrainian territory it has already claimed and Ukraine abandons its bid to join NATO. Are Putin's terms acceptable to you?
First of all, our veterans and our soldiers can't stand this guy. They can't stand him. They think he's the worst commander-in-chief, if that's what you call him, that we've ever had. They can't stand him. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information. As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real president, the president that knew, that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. A lot of people are dead right now, much more than people know. You know, they talk about numbers. You can double those numbers, maybe triple those numbers. He did nothing to stop it. In fact, I think he encouraged Russia from going in. I'll tell you what happened. He was so bad with Afghanistan. It was such a horrible embarrassment, most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, that when Putin watched that and he saw the incompetence, that he should have fired those generals, like I fired the one that you mentioned. And so he's got no love lost, but he should have fired those generals. No general got fired for the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, Afghanistan, where we left billions of dollars of equipment behind. We lost 13 beautiful soldiers, and 38 soldiers were obliterated. And by the way, we left people behind, too. We left American citizens behind. When Putin saw that, he said, you know what? I think we're going to go in and maybe take this was his dream. I talked to him about it, his dream. The difference is he never would have invaded Ukraine, never. Just like Israel would have never been invaded in a million years by Hamas. You know why? Because Iran was broke with me. I wouldn't let anybody do business with them. They ran out of money. They were broke. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for anything, no money for terror. That's why you had no terror at all during my administration. This place, the whole world is blowing up under him.
The best way to handle 10.
So those were highlights of the debate. Right. Yeah, thanks for coming. So SDA, I want to ask you, if you could vote, would you vote for Trudeau? Do you think he's done a good job? Because I hear he's wanting to not be prime minister no more. I love Night Owl. She's awesome. And Army vet too. No, you wouldn't. Okay. Let me see if you've ever seen this before, SDA. Have you ever seen this, SD? I may have shown it to you before already. My husband, I think it's hilarious.
Reluctant to comment on the words and actions of the U.S. president, but we do have Donald Trump now calling for military action against protesters. We saw protesters tear gas yesterday to make way for a presidential photo op. I'd like to ask you what you think about that, and if you don't want to comment, what message do you think you're sending?
We all watch in horror and consternation what's going on in the United States.
How did y'all like that 21 second pause? That 21-second pause is so funny. Hey, Jackie, I'm about to close up. You'll want to rewind it, though. It's a pretty good live. Yeah. A stoner, ain't he? I think he started off as a stoner. All right, well, my family just got home, and I'm going to go eat lunch. So I'm either going to make some BLTs or tenderloin or chicken sandwich or something like that. He was thinking. That was a long pause. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, good to see you. Jimmy in the Bayou for President 2024. Ooh, I hear that. I wouldn't have that job. Hell no, I wouldn't do that job. That job sounds like it might be a little on the shady side. What do y'all think? Jimmy! Gypsy, please come and sing tonight. Okay, I will. What is yeah, good to see you. It's always good to see you, Jimmy. Is tonight just, where we pick a song? What was the one you wanted me to sing? Thunderdome. His wife left him. Trudeau? Wow. I know he had some, chemistry with, Trump's daughter. I think I might make everybody a BLT or something like that. I don't know. Something good. All we can do is pray, guys. It's in God's hands regardless. That's true. So tonight is Days Karaoke. No theme. Y'all come on back and go with us. What time is it tonight? Okay. Okay. It's sad that Kate Middleton has cancer, isn't it? That's sad. She seems poised and like she was going to do good. Yeah, put it in God's hands. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, everybody have a good day. I'll go have lunch with my family, and if I get a chance, I'll go live again later tonight. When is voting over? November. Yeah, I just ordered my early ballot. All right, we'll see y'all tonight, 7:30 over at Dazed. Y'all have a good one.
That damn Sasquatch.
Bada bing, bada boom. Get over here. Get out of here.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go!
He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5 touchdown.